Hello everyone and welcome to a new Monday stream here at Access the Animus. My name is Marco and today we're doing something completely different. After many months we are playing something that is not Assassin's Creed. Today we are playing Pentiment. So we are keeping to history but we're playing something different. We did mention this some weeks ago. We wanted to try and differentiate a bit, at least during the streams. So we are keeping to history. You might know Pentiment is the new graphic adventure side-scroller by Obsidian. So it is, you could consider it sort of like an indie game, but not really. And it was released a few days ago, like on November 15th or something, and it got so much praise that I really wanted to play this. It's a historical game. It's set in 1518 or something. You can see the contextualization is all in Latin, but we can play in English, of course. We will play as a German artist in the Holy Roman Empire in 1516 or something, living in an abbey. Well, living in a village next to an abbey. Hello Troopage, hello Skata, hello Triton. Welcome to the stream. What am I doing? I'm messing up with the settings. So yeah, as you can see, Sary, I think you can mash. No, I'm not sure if you can. No, probably not. So this is the intro to the game, and it's showing where we are set. We are in Tassing in Bavaria, which is a German region. Never heard of this game. I also forgot Obsidian Seedless. I think this was sort of like a hit, at least in terms of the reactions by the journalists, like by the gaming journalism website. This is a dream that our protagonist Andreas is having. We have a lot of, well, we have classic dialogue choices. It is a well, not point and click because you are moving. We're playing with a joypad. But it's classic side-scroller, text-based adventure, sort of like classic. Hello, Master Ekate. Hello, Zark. Welcome to the stream. Lars, welcome to the stream. Tori, hello. Tori, oh my God, you have no idea how happy I am to see this tonight. Amazing games deserve to be played by amazing people. You're so kind. Thank you so much, Tori. I was actually a little worried to do something else that is not AC on the channel, but we also wanted to differentiate a bit. This is an idea by Sary, and she always has the best ideas, and I'm always the one that is worried about changing stuff. But I'm happy that you guys are enjoying this. You can see our Andreas is having a dream with Beatrice. I think she is the Beatrice from the Divine Comedy by Dante. There's Socrates on the right, I think. There's Saint Grobian. And there is a priest or something in the background. Prester John. I'm not sure if that's John like from the Gospels. You can see the visuals are exactly as the classic paintings from the late medieval or like late Middle Ages, early Renaissance. Like you can see the perspective going like this, and it is. Hello, Ataf. Welcome to the stream. So it's super interesting, and you can see that it's like the text is written right as you would expect from, you know, a medieval manuscript, which is pretty amazing. I'm not sure how many of the dialogue choices have a specific consequence. I tested like 10 minutes of the game and there was only one choice later on that the game said, hey, this will be remembered by the characters. Other than that, I think that's mostly flavor text. Elena, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'll be a little absent for 10 minutes ish. I have to finish some work. Take your time. Take your time. We'll be here for, as usual, 1 hour, 2 hours. We can see Andreas has left that that painting-like environment, and we are on a ship with Saint Grosbian, I think that's the name. And this is, you can see Aeolus, the god of the wind in the background. That's medieval representation of how ships worked. Hello El Diablo. Well, welcome to the stream and morning. Good morning. I guess you are in America, South America, something like that. Are you guys gonna do your AC wrap up? We did. I mean, I did mine. I didn't share it because it's. I mean, I could share it. Most people do not trust the data on the AC wrap up because it's not perfect. And Ubisoft did not really communicate well on saying that the data is only from 2017 onwards, so it's only the last 5 years. So when it says, hey, you played only these 3 games, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, it's actually because it cannot go backwards. Because before that, it wasn't Ubisoft Connect. In the meantime, Andreas is waking up. And there's a little lady, but I'm covering her. So, time to get up, and we will start with our classic. Well, chapter 1. We are in April of 1518. We have the quests on the top. This is the Picatrix, Key of Solomon. The names that are underlined are names that are entered in our database. There's a database similar to the ones in Assassin's Creed. So, can we go to the database? I think no, Sary doesn't want to go. It's with triangle. There we go. So we have our map. Our map has, like, I think 3 pages. You can go up and down with the arrows. So Tassing is the village, and then we have Outer Tassing, and then we have the Abbey, which is the main location. And then if we go on the right, we have, this is like database of people that we have heard about, like Brother Piero Verona and Prior Ferenc, who is the prior of the Abbey here. And then there is another page dedicated to Nuremberg. That is the location from which Andreas is coming. So that is it. And then we have our journal, and we have our quest. So this is classic, and this is a depiction of Andreas. Andreas is called Andreas Mahler. So we'll go to the right, and I think we'll be able to go down the stairs. It's Zuxio. Oh, El Diablo. Okay. I recognize you now. You did change your name, I think. Nice to see you. I don't know if your stream layout is new, different, but I like this better than what you used in the last stream. The last stream, we used a different layout. The last one was about Chronicles China. And we used a different layout because we were having the trivia. And so because of that, my face was like this way, like on the other side. This is the layout for normal streams. So today we're not having trivias. Probably not next week as well, because as Zark mentioned in our Discord, in our Discord server, where we're having our daily conversations and chats about Assassin's Creed, we're probably going to stream directly on Tuesday, because on Tuesday, the 6th, December the 6th, the last chapter will release for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so we're gonna play that. We are having a funda version today, maybe in the coming weeks as well with Pentiment. But of course, we are an Assassin's Creed channel, so of course, next week is going to be all about the last chapter. Could be better, El Diablo is saying, Zuxio, but I'll be alright, I guess, excited because my new Assassin's Creed chair arrives today. Oh, that's nice. This is it. Of course, I think it's the same like this one by Streamlabs. That's a nice nice acquisition, I would say. I've been using this for a month or so, and it's pretty. I think a lot of people say that the gaming chairs are not very comfortable. I'm finding myself pretty okay with the chair. It never created any issues, and it has memory foam on the elbow rest, so it's amazing. With all the other chairs, after staying like hours in front of a computer, my elbows were always consummated, and now they are not, so it's not that bad. We're talking a lot with Clara, the farmer. I think we might be having. She might give us some food later, and she will also ask us to pay more rent because they have been taxed a little bit more by the Abbey. There's a lot of historical context in here, like how villages were built around the abbeys, which also meant that sometimes they had to pay more tributes and taxes. What happened? Sary pointed me.
This will be remembered. This will be remembered.
Okay, so we have found our first choice where the game remembers what you chose. And yes, like I said, there's like a lot of historical context. So, for example, if you pause the menu, it tells you what time it is, but it doesn't say only the hours. It says it measures time the way Latin people and medieval people measured them. So it was like the hora prima, the hora tertia. Basically, they are hours that are measured when people used to pray and stuff. So can you go in the pause menu? I think, yeah. So you can see it's prime 6 hours at the top. Prime is the first time you can move on. Prime is the first time where monks woke up and started praying. And I think there's different times where you can where monks used to pray, and time is not measured in. Well, I mean, we saw it's 6 a.m. in the morning. The village is already all up and running, of course. And I haven't started from here, so I guess we're gonna see something more. We're gonna see what Andreas is going to do at the Abbey. He's continuing his masterpiece, like he's a painter, and he is there to create a painting for the Abbey before going back to Nuremberg. Hello, Assassin's Creed community. True page. I've had my Secret Labs AC chair for a month or so. I like it a lot. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying this kind of chair. And it's always a worry when chairs like this are so expensive. But I hope that I provided you with some comments before we did. Oh, pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Is he from Basel, from Flanders, or Italy? I mean, I'm gonna say he's from Italy.
But he knows some Italian and French.
Ah, okay. So this is going to influence what we're going to do after. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan, of course. Did I freeze? No, okay. Of course he is Italian. Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. The game is set in Bavaria, yes. Elena is living there right now. So yes, it's set in a place called Tassing. I'm not sure if it's made up or if it's real. Maybe Elena, you can tell us if you know a bit more about the name of the locations there. Uh, so yeah, it's. Oh wow, we have. So this is basically the character creation.
Yeah, the customization. I
The
think.
customization. Is he a hedonist? Seeks pleasure wherever he goes. Is he a craftsman? A bookworm? What's a rapscallion? I mean, he's a medieval artist. He has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, or is he a businessman? Let us know in the chat what kind of painter do we want Andreas to be? Like, is he? Let's go by majority in the chat. Is he a bookworm? Is he a craftsman? Or is he a rapscallion? Or a hedonist, maybe? I spent like $900 on my chair and I'm saving for the desk. Well, good job. Like, I hope you guys are enjoying the chair because it's a nice investment. But I think it's a satisfying one as well. Rocking old beaten up regular office chair right here. I would go with bookworm, honestly. But let's see. Elena says craftsman. Which is the assassin backstory and which is the Templar backstory? Make a poll in the chat. Can I? Can I make a poll? I didn't know this. We can start Q&As. Okay, so maybe for the next ones.
We have two craftsmen.
We have two craftsmen in the chat. Zark also said craftsman, so let's go with craftsman. Other than art, nothing. That's what I do. Art is the whole point. Big Jorg. The craft. I don't have time for anything else. You could also not be that direct, my dude. Do we have more customization?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Can
Let's
we move?
see.
Probably not. Are we stuck? No. Oh, okay. That's already acting like I'm talking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Till later. Very well. So this is our farm. We have Il Peter that we can talk to. So we're gonna do a lot of talking today, I guess. Yay, craftsman. What? Which is the assassin backstory and which is the Templar backstory? Oh, you mean about the types of character? I would say bookworm is maybe more Templar, because Templars have always control on knowledge, while Rapscallion may be a little more assassin, because, you know, always engaged in petty schemes and, you know, in crimes and stuff. San Moritz protected Tassing, as in the saint, the actual saint. I would go with Craftsman. Also, Tassing isn't real, but it's based off a lot of medieval towns, cities in Bavaria. Oh, Elena, have you played the game already? Or is it like, did you read up about the game? When you get... What is happening? This is the kind of game that Sary used to play, and now she's
No.
getting bored.
No.
It's not?
All this talking.
There's too much talking. So you're more into direct
Yeah.
adventure games.
Too much talking.
Too much talking. Okay. Town commons. Let's go in the areas with the town commons. Can you do something there? It's like a craft area. Endre Schmidt's smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Okay.
What did they do? Huh.
You didn't do what I think what you were trying to. Oh, that's a lot of stuff and a lot of sheep. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? No. The game's been heavily featured on local news. Oh, well, of course. I can't imagine. It was like, I guess it was like Assassin's Creed 2 back in Italy when it was the first time. So I guess there were like, it was on the news and there were interviews with the devs or something like that. Or, you know, the news did discuss what the game was about. Did you find some of the promotional material in the actual cities? University equal drunken parties 24/7. I remember a different type of university. I didn't get very much drunk, not that frequently, or at all. Oh, there's some knights, I think, or noblemen. Looks rich. I don't know Martin, but Lucky. I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding. Clara is the what's the name? She's the farmer from the house that we woke up in.
Is this all like this? I mean,
I have no idea. I never played. Like, Sary is getting bored already. Hey.
Do I have to keep reading?
Well,
What's the point
it's
of
a
the game?
reading adventure.
Yeah, but what's the point of the game?
Well, you don't. Well, this is the setup for the adventure, I would imagine.
I've already stopped reading.
Don't work too hard, Martin. Help your aunt and your cousin, all right? Yeah, this will be remembered. Oh. Oh my! I didn't expect that. I mean, I read the description about the game and it said there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of violence, there's bloodshed, there's, you know, a lot of bad words, as we saw. I didn't expect it to be so direct, but I think that when you get at the end of a road, even if it's covered by my face, I think you can still interact and go. Trust me, because I became smartest person there when everyone was wasted. Not even understatement. Being security at campus areas long enough, the amount of drag. This stream is just what you needed. Really? Well, thank you so much, El Diablo or Zuxio.
You wanted to read a lot?
You wanted to read a lot. Is this coded message? Yes, it is. Morning, Andreas. How is it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Okay. Why was it a coded language? Was he talking in Latin?
No idea.
Sorry, don't be sad. We have to decode the messages.
It was not a message.
I don't know. Let's call it a decoded message. I didn't go, just guarded them. A lot of uni discussion there in the chat. I have good memories of my time at the university some years ago. I didn't. Was more like a guy that studied rather than enjoy and partake in extracurricular activities, probably. By the way, we have we are having already a tiny Christmas tree because we are, of course, leading up to Christmas. If you're looking at the top right here, there is an Altair rabbit that Sary carefully put over there because we don't have a star or anything to put in there right now. But yeah. It's representative of block printing. Oh, okay. It's because he's a printer. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. So we are at the entrance of the Abbey, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be this bored. Come on. This is a historical game. It's super interesting, actually.
Super interesting.
Will the coded message get their own translation videos too? Not these ones, probably, even because they're not actual coded messages. It was more like a visual effect. But if we're actually going to see some more coded messages, like in the last chapter or something in the future, surely you can expect that to be translated on Access the Animals. And we still have to translate the third OHAM, Old Irish Message, that we actually showcased in the second Brandon of Clonfert video. We're still working on that. Not every day and every time, because there's something else that we are working on. But one day we'll probably get back to that. Hopefully, maybe. Oh, let's talk about Venice. We know about Venice. Let's use our background. Fascinating. See? We're having an influence on the nobles.
Wow.
Look at how passive aggressive Sary is while playing. I'm not sure if you can hear her, but it's it's one way of looking at the game. There's a lot of talking, that's for sure.
Like, it's the only thing I've done since I started.
For now, maybe there might be. I mean, I know that the story of the game will revolve around the murder that is likely still to happen right now. And there should be puzzles going on, and this is more like the context, the original context of the story. I expect there's going to be a lot of talking throughout the entire story, but there should also be some puzzle cracking coming up. Hello, Kasekage, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are playing a different game. This is not Assassin's Creed. We're trying to do something different, as I mentioned at the start. This is Pentiment, which is a historical adventure game. It's a side-scroller, and it's I love this because it's all written and drawn, and the visuals are all in the late medieval, early Renaissance kind of visual style. It's something that you would see like in a painting or in a drawing, and it's amazing in my opinion. Like there's you can see that there's different fonts that represent the type of person that is talking. Like you can see there is cursive for nobles because they are more educated, like the abbot as well. And there's different fonts for peasants and different levels of the medieval society. It's pretty interesting as a game. If you are into reading adventures, because there's a lot to read, as you can see, a lot of exposition. Sarah is happy that we moved on, so different environment. And they are trying to get to know us. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? There's a lot of representation of the opinions and views of that time as well. Like the prejudice that nobles had on people as well. There's a lot of that. And of course, how life was organized based on the prayer and, especially at the Abbey. I think we're going to see how monks live their lives as well. But we also, hopefully, are going to have our murder mystery to unravel. Triton K is saying, Sary's thinking much more of this dialogue and there'll be a real murder, angrily glares at Markuz.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I didn't even have that much time to pick a game.
But it was easy to pick a game.
Sorry? Okay, well, next time it's going to be a driving game, so we can see how Sary fares. Would it be fun?
No.
For 2 hours of you just crashing against walls? Probably not. I must seem strange. I did not attend university. Oh, this is how he is talking normally instead of like a noble, I guess. I love all knowledge from Aristotle to Cicero to Ficino to Erasmus from Rotterdam. Oh wow, there's it's very high cultured. Like all of this is stuff that we studied at high school and at university as well. This is not for like it's super high level in my opinion. Sary drives the new Ferrari Vision Gran Turismo in GT7. Is GT7 on PC as well? Because we might think of have that.
It will be fun anyway.
Yeah, but we cannot. Like, I don't think we can try.
They would laugh a lot.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun for sure. I would like I would be happy to play a driving game, but I'm not sure how many of you guys enjoy driving games. I thought of having an adventure historical kind of game because it was similar to Assassin's Creed, in terms of context at least, but it's not really exactly like AC, at least for now.
Why is you trembling?
If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. What did you do? Oh no. Okay. Boss, it's been a long time. Bye bye. The devs said they are considering it. What are they considering? It's not for okay. Or of having GT7 on PC. I hope so. At some point in the future. Would be nice. We could have a game, like a new game every now and then. You can suggest it to us, or maybe we could even get a PC pass, and then you guys could suggest what kind of game on the PC pass we could play next, and see how it goes from there. Having a planned power cut here tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wow, so you'll be all free of me for most of the day. Oh, there's more background for us. Should I put a poll in the chat? Okay, so, but how much will it last? Okay. Shall I? No, let's go easily like this without a poll in the chat because it's gonna be too long probably. Like, is our artist, is he a Latinist? So he has a strong knowledge of Latin. Is he a logician? So he thinks through implications of information and stuff like that. It's probably gonna help us with puzzles if there are any. Or orator is a person that is able to talk a lot, so excels at rhetoric. An occultist, that's pretty interesting, knows a soul endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge. Or heavens and earth. Andreas knows a great deal about constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movement. He seems like an occultist, says Elena. We should also think about what we might need when the murder happens. Do we need to be a logician?
Will the murder happen?
Will the murder happen? Says disgruntled Sary. Okay, Tridon K says occultist. I think we have our choice. Let's go with him being an occultist. I use my access to the university's library to pursue more esoteric. Esoteric how? Mystical text, books on alchemy involving spirits, divinations, the Isu. Of course. I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermeticum. It goes so deep into history and literature.
Yeah, you don't need to read all the text to them, you know.
Should I read all the text?
No.
No, let's not read all the text. No gameplay help, only a main character who's a bit of a weirdo. Okay. Like, have you played already, Elena? Like, the game? I don't know if I asked you already. Like, you did mention that it was discussed a lot in Bavaria, of course.
I can pick another one.
Can we pick another one?
I'll go with Logician.
Let's go with Logician. So, in case we see any puzzle...
In case we actually get to do something.
In case we do something. Well, we are doing something.
I'm pressing X.
That is talking. We are talking a lot.
I know, this is your game.
No, is it because I talk a lot?
Yeah.
You're not even hiding
You're
the
you're
insult.
just in between your pair.
You're not even hiding the
No.
insults. Like, you're just saying that I talk a lot.
Yeah. It's
Thank
an
you.
insult.
You're so very kind. Weird is good. Weird is good. I agree with that. If it's not too much, weird is good. Instead, talkative, Mr. Lawrence is not. Aristotle. Like, this is very philosophical as well. Like, there's a mention of so many authors that were all the rage in the Middle Ages, sure. Oh, here we go. We're going to the Abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. Is he like the ancestor to Mattia Binotto? Is he also ousted from the Abbey? I generally haven't had any time to game recently, so I haven't had the chance, but I really want to. Sorry if I... Tori says, sorry if I missed you doing this, but did you guys know that you could check the underlined words by pressing tab? In case you forget people's name or want more context. Yes, we haven't...
Context?
What?
More context?
Yes, we need... Why are you so ironic about this? Yes, we need more context.
More context.
There is a database and we don't want to miss it.
Sure.
Come
No,
on.
I'm going, yeah.
We're gonna go and read through all the database. Okay. Kiersau. Kiersau. That's German. Like, is it Kiersau? I've started watching Dark on Netflix. So I'm getting into all the German accent. I'm loving the series, the TV show. I think I've completed episode 5, so I still have like 2 seasons and a half to watch. But I'm enjoying it so much. Look at the bottom. There was a cat with a. There's a cat with a rocket
ball.
on his back.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But also, this is the kind of representation that, well, without the rockets on their backs, but that is the kind of visuals that the kind of representations of animals that monks had on their manuscripts. Sary is really wishing she was Jared 19.
What is Jared 19?
I'm not sure what is Jared 19. But here we are going to the Abbey, Sary. Imagine. Like, at the Abbey, there's so many monks that would like to share their story and context with you.
Why are we playing this?
I didn't know. I mean, I love the visual style, honestly.
Yeah, that's lovely, yeah.
Hey, I'm Jared. I'm 19 and I never learned how to read. What's that? Oh, is it the character from before?
Oh my god, I would love to be unable to
I never learned how to read. Oh, it's Modern Warfare. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that. Okay. Is it like a running meme? Jared 19? We're acquainted. Yes, let's leave it at that. See? Sometimes they're cutting short without expanding on stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining all the way?
I'm not complaining.
You're not?
No, wow. What's this?
Oh, well, this
must be very, very...
This is a posh... Well, this is a very erudite kind of character, I think. Well, he's a monk, and so he talks like that. Forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't able to read it.
Yeah, I know.
It's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Yes, let's go and... No, in a moment. Let's talk a bit more.
Let's talk a bit more. I haven't talked enough. I still don't know you. I don't want to go anywhere with you without knowing you a bit more.
Certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Okay, so let's go and talk a bit more with people. Sorry, you suggested this game.
No,
According
I didn't.
According to Markuz anyway,
I
says
wanted
try
to play Plague Tale.
You wanted to play Plague Tale.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, not next time. The week after that. Plus, we are... let's shift gears a bit. We are preparing something for AC Day on December the 21st. It's not confirmed quite yet, but we are preparing something with a third party that is not Ubisoft, and we are cooking something, hopefully, that is going to actually happen as I hope it's gonna be. And it might involve the trivia. We'll see about that. I have seen it too many times. What was that? Like one of the most iconic vines of all the time. Ah, okay. We're looking at the glossary.
Yeah, given the context.
William of Ockham! I recognize the character.
Where?
Here. William of Ockham.
Yeah, you cannot see it. I mean,
Because you're moving too fast. He is the philosopher, I think, that coined the razor of Ockham syllogism. Shall I talk about the razor of Ockham?
who am I to...
To stop people from talking today.
Yeah.
Let's go in the church. Are we going in the church? Yes. Let's go. Let's go and see if there's an Isu temple within the church.
What is it?
What?
Ah, it's where they sit. Okay.
What is happening? Oh, you can go in the tower. Dormitory. Math? What was math? We cannot see what it is, but it's like a Old Bailey. Could be mathematics.
Well, let's go.
Let's go in the crypt. Yeah, let's go in the crypt. Oh, it's all gloomy. The foundations of the abbey. You just pressed the button without even caring now. The foundation.
I haven't done anything now.
The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land. We are in Germany, not long after the death of Christ. Oh, this is very old, very ancient. These two markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Okay. Abbot Dietrich from the height of Kirsau's power in the 14th century. Oh, there's like a label for everyone that died in here. Are you happy to read all of them?
I'm telling you.
We can investigate. We can investigate. Yes, let's investigate. Come on.
I'm telling you, I'm going to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag if it doesn't change.
So we're moving on to Black Flag. If we are investigating. Here, there's a puzzle. What do you want? Like, here we are. After how much time? 30 minutes?
43.
43 minutes. We have a puzzle. That was it. Did you manage to do it already? Okay. No. What do we have to do?
I have no idea.
You opened it already.
Wait.
That was a very fast puzzle. Never expected a philosophy lesson in an AC stream. Ha! Ha ha! A secret entrance to the library.
I cannot go there.
You cannot? How can... Why? Why?
I have no idea.
Is it closed? A secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Okay, so it's like something that we will use at a later stage. Marcus is like kid in a candy store. Kinda? I mean, it's too much text for me as well. But it is the kind of environment that I like. This almost feels like God of War many puzzles. We encountered... Did I freeze? Okay. We encountered one puzzle in 45 minutes and we solved it in 3 seconds. I didn't even know what you did. Did you press a button and that was it?
Yeah, I touched the key.
You touched the key. Okay, let's go to... Oh, it's Brother Mathieu. Okay, I saw. I think I saw it in the chat. The same as yesterday. He is a very erudite kind of character. Does
Yeah.
my vocation seem silly to you?
Enjoy it because I think it's the last character you're gonna see.
Are you gonna kill them all now? Why can't we parkour our way into the library? That's the question. Like, why didn't they add that option? One more thing. Let's ask one more thing. Oh my god. I was hoping you could give me pay for the latest manuscript early. I'd like to collect my wages. Give me my pay. This isn't the part of the agreement you made with Father Gernot. You cannot get... Or Gernot. You cannot get any money. I'm sorry, you have to work. I only have a few pages left, Brother Mathieu. Oh, so our artist doesn't only have a painting to do, but he also does, I guess, engravings in the books.
Yeah, he works in the hobby, and when he has free time, he's working to his
He's
master.
working on the painting.
When he's not talking.
When he's not talking. Game of the Year, God of War, Elden Ring, and Pentiment. Wow, okay.
Like, really? No, he's being ironic, I'm sure.
No, to be honest, this game got like some huge comments by the game press, the gaming press. So, did we go to the shrine? Let's go to the shrine. Oh, look at how many people you can talk to.
Can I just pretend I'm not here?
No, you have to talk to them. Talk to Gertrude. God bless you, Master Mahler. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Oh, right, because this is what you said earlier. Like, very well, thank you.
It could be better.
Oh, so he's also a little picky.
Yeah. If I only stopped talking to everyone.
It could go better. Like, this lady, she looks, this nun, she looks like the nun-like character in Robin Hood by Disney.
Yeah. The
Coca. I don't know
Coca.
the English name for that. She kind of likes it. How's Mausfanger? She's around. I read it in my mind as Jean-Luc Salah says about, like, talks about the other female character in Mirage. She's around. She does stuff. So you talk to Gertrude and you ran away. This is not Covent Garden, but Convent Garden. Look at how many things you... Feverfew, it always smells so fresh. Sister Gertrude is wise to have some in the garden. Are you getting it? Probably you can't until you have a quest to do that. Oh, look at this. You can get all the herbs. Get all the herbs. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all her herbs here. So there's some kind of puzzle here. But you have to talk to me. When we get the good, bad, or secret ending, are we talking about this game?
Can I be a pirate?
What?
Can I be a pirate?
Can you be a pirate? Mausfanger, Queen of Kiersa. Tori, thank you so much for helping us with this. Because Sary does not have that much patience to get all the lore here. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking, but here we are.
I love Mother Cecilia.
Okay.
I am Mother Cecilia.
Are you Mother Cecilia? Doesn't like us talking. Please say hello to Mausfanger. Is she around here? Like the queen? Queen of Kiersau. Let's go and say hello to Mausfanger.
Where is she?
She might be the prioress. Convent Liquarium. A painting of Hill... a painting of Hildegard of Bingen, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Don't ruin it. And go and say hi to Mother Cecilia. The doors into the convent are locked to outsiders. Men, at least. Hello, Patient Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. Yes, I'm good. I hope you are as well. Elena says, talking to Markuz is indeed part of your work. We are playing Pentiment, and I think Sary now has is repenting of starting playing this game because she's not really into a lot of dialogues and talking. So I guess next time we will have her play Call of Duty or something so she can shoot at stuff. She is next to the garden and close to the herb hut. Okay, so it was the other lady that we missed. Okay. How are you doing, Patient Wolf? Are you working on your next video? I think I saw that you are ironing the kinks on the AC4 retelling. I can't wait to see how it is. I never heard of this game. It's a nice it's a game you can find on Steam. It's called Pentiment, and it's basically sort of like a point-and-click adventure. Even if we are playing with a joypad now, and it's set in 1518 in Bavaria, in Germany, in the Holy Roman Empire. And it's pretty interesting because, as you can see, it is portrayed fully in the graphic style of the time. And also the dialogues are written in the style that you can find in late medieval or early Renaissance kind of manuscripts. And the fonts used here, they are different based on the level in the hierarchy, or the level in the society that a person is in. Like in this case, this is, I think, a priest or a monk. So he's talking the same as our main character, who is an artist. He's a priest. Markuz, I crave violence. Elena, that's not like you. Usually when we're having violent moments, you are getting worried. What is this? Who are you? And what did you do of Elena? I can see Sary playing Call of Duty, hits a bit of dialogue, shoots them. Team Horn, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I like it when they do side-scrolling games like this. I also do like that.
I usually do love them.
Yeah, Sary also does that, but usually you used to like side scrollers, yes, but with more puzzles, more like, back and forth,
like Siberia or stuff.
Yeah, combination of items, stuff like that, rather than a lot of talking and not a lot of doing. Do you guys like survival games? We should play Resident Evil at some point.
Yeah.
I would love to see, like, to comment on Sary playing Resident Evil.
It would be very static.
No, it would be amazing. We should play Resident Evil at some point. I would love to do that. Juno clearly took over my body and mind. Elena, yes. Oh, yes, we should play Resident Evil.
Yeah. The problem is I usually just stay in a...
No. We will, like, the entire chat would force you to go on, and you would scream. Patient Wolf, I'm good. Yes, I'm editing now. It's a tough one. It's coming together as easy as AC3. We'll see. I do agree with you that the AC4 retelling, the AC4 video is pretty tough. For me, probably it would be tougher than analyzing AC3 because I do enjoy AC3 and its modern day Enisu story way more than in AC4, and the modern day Enisu story in AC3 is way more important in the overarching narrative than it is in AC4. There's a lot more introspection as for what concerns the motivations of many characters in AC4 rather than in AC3, and I think that's more complicated to represent in a retelling video like yours. Plus, I suggest being careful with the concept of sages, because recently, I'm sure you saw it already, but narrative director Darby McDevitt has commented on what sages are, and there's a huge difference between what we believed. I believed specifically that sages had a consciousness of Enisu within the body of a human, and instead it's just memories, and it's the human that makes the choices and whatnot. I'm actually working on a video about that, hoping to have it ready before the last chapter hits on December the 6th, because I think that the concept of sages needs to be solidified and discussed thoroughly. So I hope we can manage to do that soon, within this week, maybe, hopefully. So we'll see. Yes, Sary playing the forest would be insane. What is the forest? I think it's one of the recent survival horrors that was announced. I would love to see you guys playing Resident Evil 2. Okay, I think that the next one is decided. Imagine us posting on the ATA social media, hey, we're playing Resident Evil 8, let's go. Did you ever play Assassin's Creed Chronicles? Yes. If you're talking about in general, yes, we played them all. If you're talking about our streams, yes, again, we played only Chronicles China 2 weeks ago, where we had an entire day on ATA fully dedicated to Xiaojun, and we played Chronicles China, at least the first levels of the game.
What should I do?
Dom V, hello Dom. Marco, just say you really like Connor Kenway's story. You just drop in the stream just to say Connor Kenway. Hey Dom, how are you doing? It's been a long time.
We are playing something very funny and
Sary is so passive aggressive here. She doesn't like all the talking in Pentiment. But this is what we're playing today, I guess. So unless Sary at some point has enough and she starts AC4, I think I might have uninstalled AC4, but no, I think it is still on. We still have Unity installed, Valhalla, AC4, and maybe AC1. No, AC1 I uninstalled. Doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you, Dom. We are trying to diversify, play some other games. Next time, or in 2 weeks' time, we will have Sary playing some Resident Evil and see how she reacts playing some Resident Evil that she hasn't played. So we need to play something like Resident Evil 8, pretty much, because she has played all of them. And other than that, we are prepping up for the last chapter. And yeah, I just jumped into the chat to mention Connor. Thank you so much. You're so very kind, Dom. So very kind. Even though it's my day off, I gotta jump on a work meeting soon. Well, take your time, Zark. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be here talking with a lot of monks, even for some more time. Probably another 45 minutes or an hour. Never mind, this stream is just Sary experiencing constant microaggressions. Kinda. I wouldn't say it's not. So, anyway, what's the problem? Says Andreas. Baron Rothvogel. I wasn't able to read. It's too.
I stopped,
You're just
I
button
stopped
mashing.
reading, yeah. Like, I don't know.
You do know for
20 minutes
sure.
ago.
See you all on Discord. Okay, thank you, Zark, for joining us. See you later in the Discord. So, are we going into this room?
Apparently.
Edena. Is she called Edena, like Elena? In the Maur manuscript. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Not really, no. No, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's talk more.
It's 1 hour we're talking.
Yes, and probably access the Prankus. What is going on? What is the plot of this game? Marcus just wanted this game to annoy Sary.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yes! Well, you found me out. I absolutely didn't know about this. I just read a lot of positive reviews about this game, and I thought, hey, this is historical. It's an adventure. So let's go with this. It's similar, like vaguely similar to Assassin's Creed in terms of themes and context. But it's a very text-based kind of adventure. So, oh, it's Zdena. Okay. Might be. Okay, so now we have Andreas drawing. He's not... What did you do? Did you throw everything on the ground because you're mad?
Yeah. Can I play something?
Okay, so Sary is asking to play something else. Are you guys okay with playing something else? And look at this. This is an amazing painting.
Do I have to
paint it? I don't know.
Paint it.
Maybe. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you mean? It's all my work. That's what clients were. You're copying the illustration of Inder Maur. Can we get like Spike? What's like Spike? I'm not sure. Abstergo's Entertainment last piece of propaganda. Yes, it is this. Let Sary play Plague Tale or whatever it's called. We don't have Plague Tale here on PC yet. So, obey Queen Sary. Her word is the law. So, I think there's more people in the chat saying, hey, let's all hail Queen Sary. I think that it is done.
Oh.
Sary is already moving on to start.
Yeah, just give me some seconds.
Let's see what kind of game we can move on to for the next 45 minutes or so. We are logging in our Ubisoft Connect client and see what we can do. All hail Queen Sary. So basically what we wrote in the description of the video is come and see us play Pentiment ... for a time. because we're already moving on to something else. So, and we are not even sure what we have in store.
No, it's not a problem.
Let's go with Assassin's Creed in a more familiar turf. So, games. We have Black Flag. So, let's move on to Black Flag.
There we go.
You know that you cannot move away from the game.
What do you mean?
You cannot play in... Oh, yeah, you can play in window mode, I think. Anyway, got a green light from artist to use his work. Oh, wow. What is it about, Skata? Like, to use it for a video? And what kind of art is that? I guess this is the kind of game that you play while doing something else. But can you, though? Because you need to read everything. How can you do something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm... What?
We will need to balance everything.
You go on talking. No
I'm
more about
talking,
me.
yeah. Now, from now on, access the Pentiment. Yay, Assassin's Creed. Okay, Sary deserves. It's okay. Sary deserves to have fun. Tai Elena says, Scatha. Yay, pirates. Yes, indeed. Sary is setting up. She's so happy to set up everything again. Let's see if it's on screen or not. Probably not. You still have to
Let's see.
apply it. Murder and plunder. Yes, it's what we do. Ha, or something like that. So let me see.
Should come
Let's
soon.
go on. Fictional scenario. Can you see AC4 already? Yes. I think you guys should be able to see. Okay, so here we are with the entire start of AC4, and here we are back on familiar turf.
Oh.
Hello, Edward. Did you hear Sary saying, this is like a relief breath. Just now you feel home in a way.
Yeah. I don't know where I have to
Plus, if we had continued playing Pentiment, we wouldn't have had any chance at a high Sary moment. So we are back to AC4. You are on the ship. Probably are going to be haunted by other ships. And then it's gonna be time for high Sary. At last, it's on screen. Yes, Assassin's Creed community is saying at last we're back on AC. Trident K, Assassin's Creed is fun and all, but does it have 10 hours of dialogue that doesn't advance the story in any way? Exactly. Okay, there might have been a little too much. So maybe, just maybe, we should try the games sometime before having them on stream.
Yeah, let's be sure they are fun.
They must be fun for you playing, and of course for everyone in the chat to see. Probably a talking and talking and talking game is not super fun to watch. Maybe to play. Sary would break the game and somehow have a high Sary moment in Pentiment as well. I do agree with that, Elena. Yeah, pirates, let's go, says Kazakage. Hi, Sary, lock and loaded. The chat rejoices. Going back to Assassin's Creed. So here we are. Attacking all the ships around us. Let's board them. This is a masterclass by Sary. She has already destroyed 2 ships. And now she's jumping in the water for
I
a
don't
reason.
remember what is.
What is B? But the sum of the sum of our buttons. Pentiment was 90% more fun just because of you guys streaming. Thank you so much, Scatha. You're so kind. I mean, we did have fun, not because of the game, but because
Because of me complaining.
yeah. I mean, Sary complaining is everything. To me, it's such a huge fun every time. Sary, yeah. So you're gaining. What are we repairing the jackdaw, or we're lowering the wanted level? So you're postponing the high Sary moment as much as you can. Okay. Wait, what happened? Left for 5 minutes and now AC. Hello, Andy. Yes. So let's say we are at what, 1 hour and 9 minutes of our stream, and for 1 hour and 8 minutes Sary complained about Pentiment, and so we moved on to Black Flag.
I'm a complainer.
Yeah, Sary does tend to complain. Well, usually I'm the one who complains more than Sary, but today it was Sary, and the whole chat said, let's have Sary have fun. And so here we are with Black Flag. The patient wolf is also happy. We're playing the game that he is writing the video, well, preparing the video and retelling off. Pentiment took a very dark turn in the 3rd act. Yes, like Andreas, the artist, decided, hey, people are talking too much. Let's go and get drunk. Shoot at stuff. Triton says, Sary chickened out.
You're right.
Well, he's right, to be honest. Here's the next quest. This is a famous... this scene with the characters, I think it was used in another AC game after this. Probably in Origins. Like, with different characters but the same animations. I think it was either in Origins or in Valhalla. I'm not super sure. Hello, Bryce, or Brice. Yeah, we changed setting. Guess the game was boring. Sary would say so. So we moved on pretty fast. Faster than we expected, I would say. But James Kidd, my beloved. So we are back in familiar turf. We are seeing our Blackbeard discussing what we should do next. Will there be a stream where Sary hosts and Markuz plays like God intended? We could do that.
No. I'm too shy to be...
Sary is a little shy to, you know, keep talking and stuff. Would you like to come and say hi? Here's the Sary. I like how pirates are the good guys. Yes, true that. Interact with robots to quickly get... I didn't know this. Could you do this? I never knew about this in AC4. That you got to rowboats and you could get to the ship immediately? What is this? Okay. Locate the El Arca del Maestro. So we can finally have our ship battle and Sary.
Can die. Happily.
I didn't say that.
Happily die.
I like how, yeah. Definitely never did bad stuff. Yeah, the pirates never. Like the Vikings in AC4, in Valhalla. They're all good guys, never did any bad thing. Yarhar Fiddle Dee, being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Sir, how did you not know that? You're literally an AC guy. I'm not. I think I mentioned something on the Discord some days ago saying I didn't know this. And Sif in the chat in the Discord said something like, how are you meant to not know stuff? Like, you are supposed to know everything. And I'm like, oh no, I do not. You should use the spyglass to identify your target instead of destroying ships. Now you need to go underwater maybe to identify your target. He's destroyed it. Where is our target now? Use the spyglass. Is it there? Is it that one? Probably not. It's called El Arca del Maestro. This is just called something else, probably. The god of AC is Patrice. There it is. I think there she is.
It's big enough to be her.
Yeah, you should get closer. And it's a proper setting for a fight. Patrice Desilets has moved on to a studio called Panache. That's been out there for a few years now. They released Ancestors, A Humankind Odyssey. And I think they're working on a new game. They have hired many devs recently. Careful, because it's a much higher level ship.
Just need to tell her.
Okay. I think that they might be doing something else that is still probably in the lines of Ancestors, but maybe a little more developed. The thing is, with a tiny studio with a few devs, they could only do so much. But now Panache has evolved a bit, so they might be creating a more developed kind of game. I know that Patrice has always been the kind of creative director that wants a historical game where you can do stuff. He When he was at THQ, before THQ was bought by Ubisoft, he was doing a game called 1666, which was set, I think, in the Netherlands, probably. It was going to be super cool, but never happened. It's not the Ancestor sequels, don't bother with that, and COVID messed with devs, but yes they did. But it's not, as far as I know, because I think I read some comments, it shouldn't be a sequel of Ancestors. It should be like its own game, its own different game. Are they spotting you?
Yeah.
Careful! The ship is spotting you. Maybe you should slow down.
Everyone is spotting me.
Maybe you should slow down. There we go. That's good. That's good. Pick it up, pick it up. Yes. Almost. That's good. Good job, Sary. Keep. Oh, they're gonna spot you now. They're gonna see you. Wow, that's nice maneuvering right there. Good job, Sary. The last chapter will be released next Tuesday. Yes, Senpai. It's going to be released next Tuesday. It's going to be an epilogue to Eivor's story. We don't know how big it's gonna be. We don't even know if it's a narrative arc or of sorts, or an epilogue in itself. We do know that Eivor is going to leave Ravensthorpe. Hopefully, she is going to end up in Vinland and provide an answer why she ends up in Vinland. But we'll see that. Elena, you're saying that was stressful. Yes, it was. But you asked for it. You kind of said it was boring and you wanted violence and stuff when we were playing Pentiment. Desmond is alive. You mean in the last chapter? I don't expect any modern day to happen in the last chapter. Maybe, well, some modern day should be there. There was a new screenshot released today showing some Animus fragments and stuff, and there should be Basim in the modern day doing stuff. I wouldn't expect Layla or Desmond to appear. Probably. Like Desmond and Layla are playing like a long game, a very long game. So, but we could see something about Basim. That's for sure. So what are we doing now?
Are we fighting?
Are we fighting?
I cannot move.
I think that the big ship is going to destroy them all. There we go. Avoid the mortar fire. Mortar area. That's what you're gonna see, so that you can avoid it. Are you gonna avoid it? You can avoid it. No. Can you? Okay. What are you supposed to do? Are you just going to have to run away? Probably. Careful about the mortar fire. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Yeah, you're going right into it. Ah! Whew. That was stressful, wasn't it, Elena? Can an Izu make a new body for them? You mean for Layla and Desmond? Probably. Even humans could do that if they had the proper DNA. I mean, we did see that through a shroud, the Templars, let's say Alvaro Grammatica, was able to create a new body for Juno through a Shroud of Eden and Juno's DNA, or like first Civ DNA. So hypothetically, somebody could create some new bodies for Desmond and Layla. The thing is, the question is, do the devs really want to have Desmond and Layla back again? Because fans were really not happy with Layla. And now fans, they do remember sort of positively the time with Desmond, But back then, nobody liked Desmond. So I would imagine that devs wouldn't like to have Desmond as well. This channel is the sole cause of my high blood pressure. Yes. And in that case, it is Sary's responsibility. Oh, they are so far. Go, go, go. Yes. Good job. AC fans were right. If they bring back Desmond, that will bring the internet. AC fans were right. It probably, at this point, after so many years, I don't think it would be right to bring back Desmond. Like, Desmond was the main character of the original games. It's like having Desmond back. They could have him back, but not as a playable character. It feels strange to go back and playing as him. Like if Desmond is back, it needs to be for a one-off kind of thing. Why do people hate Layla so much? I like her. I do like her version from Valhalla. To be honest, she was too cocky, too know-it-all, in my opinion. In Origins especially. And in Odyssey, she was portrayed almost like a villain. That was to show how the stuff corrupts people, yes. But still, what eventually what you remember is the character that says that stuff and that behaves like that. And at the end of Odyssey, Layla was like a villain. So you were playing the villain way more than what happens with Basim at the end of Valhalla. Because Basim is the main villain, the final villain in Valhalla. But at the same time, you can find his own motivations. He's a villain, yes, you're playing as him. But he has also some positive traits that you can easily understand. While for Layla, it's not as easy. Like, you need to dive deep to feel more positive elements about her. So, I wonder if the final chapter will at least reference Wrath of the Druids of Siege of Paris. I think not. If you look at the requirements for the last chapter, there's no mention of any paid DLC. So you need to have completed the main game, all the story arcs, the Order of the Ancients, whatever, like Vinland arc. But you don't have to complete Wrath of the Druids, Siege of Paris, or Dawn of Ragnarok, meaning that if you don't need that, it also means that you don't have to, like, it will probably not continue or reference those stories. There might be some references, possibly. Which also means I don't think they're going to continue or complete the story of Baldur and Odin that we saw in Dawn of Ragnarok and in the Forgotten Saga game mode. I believe in women's rights, but more importantly, women's wrongs. That is a joke, please don't attack me. I thought Lucy and Desmond were like the Adam and Eve, but it turns out Layla was Eve. I think that the original devs in AC, Patrice, for example, he did mention in some interviews back then, like 15 years ago, he did mention that one of his original ideas were to have Desmond and Lucy as Adam and Eve, like the Earth would have suffered some kind of cataclysm, like the second disaster, and Desmond and Lucy could have gone on a spaceship or some kind of whatever, and they would have saved themselves and be like a modern Adam and Eve. That did not come to pass in the first games, and so I guess that the devs now, they decided to have Layla and Desmond as the modern Adam and Eve in front of the tree and stuff like that, blah blah blah. I don't know how I feel about that. Layla has never interacted with Desmond. True. Before, what was it? Before Origins or Odyssey, There was a time where Serenica Socrates, who is like one of our writers at ATA, and also myself, we thought that Layla could have been the mother of Desmond's son. But eventually it was never the case. Like, cause like Layla in the games is not as young. I think she's like 35, 36, something like that. She's not your classic main character that is 25 years old, super young, super athletic and active and stuff. So we thought that because she might have been like, she was 35 at the time of Origins, it means like she could have been at the proper age to have a son with Desmond, but that wasn't the case. So Explain. Nice to see you again. It's been a long time. Do you believe we will get a Mirage Valhalla crossover after the last chapter? I'm not sure. I do hope so. I think your question comes from a recent video by Andy Reloads. There are some hints, potential hints in the game files, but as we have seen from other videos by Andy, you might need to go to another path. Sometimes stuff is added to the game files and then it's not followed up upon by the devs, like the Rollo story arc or the Origins crossover or whatever. So I would very much like to see a crossover between Mirage and Valhalla. I would expect more like a teaser happening in the last chapter without anything else for the time being. And then a potential crossover, not necessarily tied to what Andy or Andy's friends found in the game files now, but potentially something that might happen in a few months from now. So I'm all in for that because Basim is a huge point of contact between Valhalla. Are you trying to find the way? Because these are not like the RPG games that you can climb anywhere you like. You should go there. Good job, Sary. Yes, there we go. Off we go, off we go. My thought was that they could reference Rather Druids and Siege of Paris as if they still happen to Eivor, but in the background or something if a player didn't play them. Yeah, that'd be nice, but I don't think, because this is a free content, because the last chapter is a free content, I don't expect it to reference any paid content, because if you didn't play any paid content, you wouldn't like to see the free content referencing stuff that you didn't play. Like, it's always this. The issue with DLCs is that, like, can you follow up on story from a DLC, considering that not every player gets the DLC? Like, is it a good choice to continue the story in DLCs, or should they be their own self-conclusive story? I think there's no clear answer to that, because as a lore fan, I would like DLCs to always continue the story, because I know that I will get them whatever happens. For casual fans that only play the main games, the DLCs are just a plus. It doesn't have to be like if he continues the story and casual fans didn't play them, they might feel a little confused when the next game comes. An example for that is, you know, Atlantis and Layla and what happens at the end of Fate of Atlantis compared to the start of Valhalla. Like, people that finished Odyssey, the main game, and then start Valhalla, they might be a little disoriented about what happened to Layla. They're doing a sale for the last update and Christmas, right? Yeah. Well, for Helix credits, they're going to always do stuff. It's always, they always do stuff. I'm not surprised. Actually, I'm pretty happy or surprised that there's not going to be as many microtransactions. He's going to spot you. Good job, Sary. There shouldn't be many microtransactions and Helix stuff in Mirage, but I'm very much sure, or I do expect a lot of microtransactions coming back to the Infinity project. We'll see. Yeah, yeeting randomly launched into the air. I mean, games always have this. It's called ragdoll physics, which is the physics about how characters are moving in the air, or like when they are thrown, or like it's one subset of physics that characters might have or NPCs might have, and they're always there in every AC game. I think they are in every game, period. So I would expect Mirage will have the ragdoll physics for sure, because it's built upon. You just need to run towards it. Okay. Oh, I remember this. This is such a nice, like, you would really like to have photo mode here. Oh, you're back. You just need to cross. This is an amazing place. It would be amazing to have photo mode here, but you can't. Dark Strider uses "ya" in front, and it got stuck with me as well. What is happening?
Should I jump?
No, I don't think you should jump. I didn't see what. Try and jump. Go and jump. It wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good idea. Hi, Sary, in the chat. Finally, after 1 hour and 32 minutes, here we are. Hi, Sary in the chat. She chose to do this. It's pretty clear you don't have to do that. Try and find another way, because it's obvious you don't have to try and look around. There you go. Or you could just side jump again. Jump. Elena said jump. And there we go. Hi, Sary in the chat. Hi, Sary moment. Yes, here we are. Finally.
We're going to miss it.
Yeah. I mean, we got back to AC4 for that. Pretty much. You can't have a Hi, Sary moment in Pentiment. Can you?
No.
No. Hi. Oh, look at Skata is so happy to write Hi, Sary. It's like all caps with multiple exclamation points. So. Also, I had wishful thinking that Ubisoft would release updates to every AC game to include photo mode for AC15. Yes. Sorry about that, but I also think that's very much a wishful thinking, because I think that when they released the crossover for Odyssey and Valhalla, there was an interview where they said that when a game is done and dusted, and all the post-launch, all the DLCs, all the updates, all the refinements are done and posted and released, there is an operation that they colloquially in the devs they call sealing the game, and basically I don't know what that technically means, but they wrap up the game, they wrap up their internal version of the game that they have in the studio, and it's going to be staying like that. That cannot be modified anymore, they cannot be touched, and they cannot be changed. And what they said in that interview is that the only reason why they had the Odyssey crossover was that Odyssey hadn't been sealed yet when they decided to do this. I'm not sure what sealing means. Like, can't you go back and modify it in any way? Because I would imagine that Origins went through the same process some years ago, and there were still talks about the Origins crossover. But that also means that I don't expect devs to go back to the old games just to add a feature like photo mode. It's much easier for fans to create their own camera hacks for the various games. It's a side program, you use it and you're free. Without Ubisoft having to add a feature to the game engine, which might break several other systems in the game, and in a game that has been, sealed off with the technology now that is so different, you really don't want to change a game engine after the game is dead and done. I wouldn't call it freezing development. It's like probably it's more like after this package is the game. It is this way on the online stores. It is this way. You cannot change it anymore. Like, we're moving on. We are allocating our devs to other stuff, and this game you're not gonna touch it anymore because the technology, the servers, everything about that is, yeah, you could call it like it's frozen, as in the technology continues and it evolves, and going back to the old technology is always a risk because you might break the game, and on and on and on. Like the F1 engine freeze, no further development. Yeah, in a way. Tomorrow I will start to play all the things I missed in the last month. So are you talking about Valhalla? I suggest XXX playing. I suggest playing the elements that you need in order to play the last chapter next week. So, unless you played them already, like, you should complete the full, all the arcs in England, the Order of the Ancients targets, all 45 of them, the mythological arcs of Jotunheim and Asgard, and I think that's it. You can get them. You can assassinate them. They're seeing you. That was pretty cool. Okay. That seemed like a comedy movie. That worries me with Valhalla still being the buggiest game in the franchise. Heh. The bigger the game, the more bugs you can get. And of course, at some point, devs are forced to release the game in the wild. So you can postpone it once or twice, and then you just need it to release it in the wild and then go with the post-launch. I feel like people who liked Desmond back then were thirsty fangirls. I don't know. I mean, I didn't dislike Desmond. I didn't like him as well. He was there. He was our vehicle into the modern day. So I inherently liked him because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to go into the modern day, and I love the modern day since AC2 but also AC1. So I loved him anyway. Locate Julien Ducasse. Come on. No. Yeeting with boat, mount running with their back legs, fading to jump from the boat, going through the ground. The times. Yeah. Guten Abend, Sary. Oh, that's German for hi, Sary, I guess. Well, that's... Guten Abend is like good morning, good evening. That's like we need Desmond's son. At this point, we could also have him, or like wait for a few years to make him 18. Because in 2016 and 17, he appeared in the Uprising comics, and I think he was 13 or 12, and that was 2016, and now we are 6 years after that, so he should be 18 years old. We could play as him. Like, Desmond's son would have so many opportunities on his side because he's a sage, he is the only person recorded that was able to control Aita's memories. He has the Koinor, which is the strongest piece of Eden out there. So it would be a very interesting main character for sure. It's good evening. Okay, thank you, Elena. I've watched a few episodes of Dark, but that didn't help me with understanding what Guten Abend is yet. I'm trying to convince Sary to watch Dark with me, but it's not working. She prefers playing Pentiment, so we cannot watch Dark together. What? Thank you, Skata. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have fun. Talk to you these days about what we discussed. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it was a fun stream. It is a fun stream. I remember. Oh man, so many memories are coming back. Here, this was part of the E3 demo, and also like back in 2013. Can you stay here for a bit?
Sure.
Ah! Why? Well, this was a demo at EGX in the UK, in London. And Sary and I went to London on our own. We were there on a holiday and we decided to go to EGX, to Electronic Game Expo, or whatever it was called, in London. And that was the first time ATA was at a gaming convention, and we tried AC4 for the first time, and we tried this demo. We also recorded it in a not very legal way, like we had our phone hidden in a way to record some gameplay. Those were the days. And I remember, like, I did all the missions stealthily. I went at the top of the ship, and I remember I wanted to try and do like this huge air assassination from the mast of the ship on Julien Ducasse, and then I got the jump wrong, and it was like I killed Edward, and there was a hi Marco kind of moment. It never worked like that. No one tells Sary what to do. Yeah. Like, can you stay for a second here? Yes! And she jumps.
Yes, too late. It was already jumping.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He was a historical character, now he's a modern day protag. Who are we talking about? What if Elijah replayed memories as Desmond, then Desmond pulls a Basim? Wow. That's so meta. That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, there we go. Hello, modern day of AC4. Hello, Melanie LeMay. I didn't even remember the modern day of AC4. I loved it as an environment. Like, this is so cool because there's so much stuff in here. So much stuff that was not picked up, by the way, like Project Aura, which we might see on some boxes. Now, when we are able to go around, because I think you should follow her for the time being.
She cannot force me.
She cannot force you, because no, like Elena mentioned earlier, no one tells Sary what to do. So there was a box or multiple boxes with the line Project Aura. There we go. Project Aura. And it was never explained what this was. I think it might be an inner joke or something like that. We were hoping to see what it was going to be, but who knows? Maybe it was an artist that wrote that stuff. There's a lot of stuff like this that you can't really read, and I hate it because I would love to read all these tiny notes and stuff. There's so many elements, so many Easter eggs on these desks. Like if you look at the papers or the newspapers, here's a QR code for the manifesto as our tools, our genetic expressions of our. You moved on. You've been doing this the entire stream. Move on. The entire stream. You can't move on. Modern day AC4. Sary, for a Templar, you're rather fond of not following orders.
Because I give them.
Because you give them. Look at this. Can you go back? Can you please go back? See, like here on the right, we can see. Maybe you can go on the other side. Like this is Connor in front of us. This is the one of the illustrations from AC4, and then there's the Oliver Bowden line writing. That's the name of the writer for some of the Assassin's Creed novels. Then here, what do we have? New technology, video game magazines. There's a lot of stuff in the AC4 modern day. Like you can look at so many details all around. I remember spending so much time having a look at all of this. See, you can also read those. Those are not really emails, but they are not even lorem ipsum text. Like they are proper text about AC4 and stuff. You can find so much stuff. Anyway, moving on. Melanie has waited for us. Look at her glance.
She's blaming me.
She should do that. And we are actually going to move on and meet our CCO. But before that, we have John from IT calling to us. Our friendly sage. Yep. Putin is in AC2 in the glyphs. True. But he is presented in a pretty much negative way in Brotherhood or in AC2. I think it's Brotherhood in the clusters, or maybe it's AC2. He's presented as the successor of Boris Yeltsin in Russia. So is Henry Ford, that's true. I just happened to drive an Abstergo vehicle, yes, because it's a Ford. Hello! What's his name? Olivier Garneau. He also kind of looks like me, in a way. Or vice versa. Not exactly like me. His face is a little more Canadian, if that doesn't sound racist. Because, like, the idea is, like, I think that most of the 3D models of the characters, of course, are scanned by actors that mostly are Canadian. This whole modern day is just a parody of Ubisoft. It is. Like, Abstergo Entertainment is created. I think that the building of Abstergo Entertainment is either on the same place where Ubisoft Montreal is located in Montreal, or pretty close. I remember they also posted a map in Initiate. I love this modern day, nowhere near as exciting and kicking ass with Desmond, but it was weirdly immersive, uncovering dark Abstergo secrets. I do agree. Like, it's not nerve-wracking and full of plot twists like AC3. Look at that. That's Montreal. But it, like, you feel like there's so much detail in the creation of this modern day. I would love to have a camera hack to go down from the tower. Ashraf got fired. Yes. This. Industries have been hounding me for days. Incoming call. I have to take this. Bonjour. So yes, so many details. I think there should be some Easter eggs in Olivier Garneau's office. Some of the books for sure. Mundus Subterraneus. It means subterranean world.
Forsaken, the Fall.
Yeah, you can see the book Forsaken, Assassin's Creed Forsaken. I think you can go on his desk, maybe. We can surely find stuff here. No? I hope
Sure,
to. There we go. Here? No? Well, let's have a look at the walls, maybe. Okay, these are all weapons from AC4, I think, apart from the daggers. I'm not sure. All those are glasses. These are concepts from AC4, of course, on the paintings on the wall.
Wow.
These two. And then I think that might be it. Oh, here, yeah, of course, here there are so many concepts from AC4. So now we have to join our friend John from IT. They're I think on that way. No, probably not. See, this is a unused area or wing of Abstergo Entertainment, and we are slowly starting to uncover secrets. Maybe it's not here. Do we have to just take the elevator? I want to be a villain just to have a really cool bookshelf. Still here, by the way. Oh, welcome back, Zuxio. I'm not talkative. I'm multitasking between the stream and Call of Duty. Take your time. Sary looking at the books like, no more reading. So I think we're gonna go and meet John from IT, and then after that we're going to wrap up, unless we see some more cool Easter eggs in here in the modern day. There's so many, actually. There's one more thingy too.
I don't read it, but
yeah. the manifesto of the instruments of the first civilization is of the first will. Is super interesting. That was the first description of what the instruments of the first wheel were, which was pretty amazing. So it's this way, I think.
where is the map?
It's here. It tells where you have to go. It's in front of here. He should open it for you, I think. Me having level 1 security clearance. Don't abuse it. There we go. Off to a new area, and here we are. Is this our place? No, I don't think it is. It is? Okay. Look at that. So much stuff about our modern day. And I think that on that note, we can actually... Ooh, hello! On the modern day puzzles, we can wrap up the stream. Or are we having a look at how Sary is able to complete the puzzle? Do you remember these? Okay, done. And it's done. It was very easy. You cracked it. The file should be downloading. We'll see what the file is. Was it one of the presentations by Roger Craig Smith? Maybe, who knows? There we go, yes! The post-mortem report about Desmond. Let's have a look at this. And after this, we're going to wrap up the stream. So this shows what happened after the end of AC3 with the Abstergo employees. Well, they went here, they gathered Desmond's body, they got his DNA, and then, as you can see, the Global Aurora Borealis device is broken on the ground, or the Salakar, if you will. These are all the things that were gotten from Desmond. There was a ticket to Sao Paulo. That was very nice. Poor Desmond. This is the hand that was burnt along with the arm. And then his DNA was collected for the Sample 17 project by Abstergo.
I hand-selected recovery agents to retrieve fluid samples, blood and saliva.
That's not creepy, right? Not creepy at all. We then commenced material extraction. As you can see, there are a lot of boxes, a lot of DNA, a lot of analysis of the DNA of Desmond. Bye-bye, Desmond. Thanks to the cloud database. This is what happened to Desmond. This is a picture that also ended up on Assassin's Creed Initiates. And I think on that note, we can wrap up the stream. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in loving Pentiment. Well, in having fun with a new game. Next time, probably not, but the time after that, we might be playing other games. Join us next time, which is going to be next Tuesday, when we are going to play the last chapter, the final update to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're going to play Eivor's final epilogue to her story. We're going to test the new update with the Hold On feature and whatnot. So we're going to try and test that with you so we can have our live reactions, but especially we want to see your live reactions as well. So you can expect to we're going to stream on Tuesday. I'm not sure what time, probably the same as today or a little later. We'll see about that. Keep your eyes out on our channel. I hope that we're going to have our video about Sages soon. And you can also join us in our Discord server. We're going to put the link in the chat soon enough. So we can discuss Assassin's Creed every day and maybe Pentiment. No, we're not going to discuss Pentiment. Guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the